Hi. I had something on my spirit today and just felt the need to maybe do a motivational Wednesday or maybe uplifting Wednesday to my single parents out there that are raising a child with a disability or have a child with disabilities and you have multiple children. Um, and not to say that other parents that have a significant other isn't going through the same challenges because my page is more so about my life with a child with a disability, which his name is Taj. For those who didn't know, he's my third child out of my four. So I have multiple children. So it can't say that you understand where I'm coming from now. So other than that, I wanted to give a motivational Wednesday to especially the ones that have an infant or a toddler and you're just at the beginning stage of the challenges that you're going through. I just wanted to let you know that you got this. And I'm not going to sit here and say that things were easy because it was hard. So I'm going to be real with you. It was hard. But it's just, and I know everybody's different, but I am a strong woman who knows how to just deal with any circumstances that are thrown at me. But it still was hard. It doesn't take away from that. I've dealt with the challenges of Taj having to stay in the hospital, um, different specialists, surgeries, doctor's appointments, and as you can see, I work and I have four children. So you have to manage your time with each child. So I understand what you're going through. And I say this because who has a circle of friends who have every one of them has a special needs child. So we all understand each other. That's rare. And you always got those friends say, "Oh, you got this. It's not as bad as it seems. It's not going to be that. You're going to be okay." And sometimes you just don't want to hear that because they don't understand. They're not there in your daily life to understand your situations. They're not stopping by checking on the family to make sure to see if you need any help, to see what you're going through. They're not there. So sometimes you just get tired of hearing from the ones who don't know what you're going through because they don't live it. So I'm just here to tell you that I have been there and you're going to be okay. Now, Taj is 18 years old now, and it felt like him being a 6 years of age lasted for 10 years. And he was never going to get out of that stage. I understand what that feels like. But looking back now, when he's 18 years old now, looking back, I was just like, oh my gosh, I did this. And for the most part, I've done it by myself. But I also have my team, which is my other children, and they had to learn how to deal with a sibling who has disability. If you have other children, explain to them the situation. Some of them they just jump right in, but you do have to sit down and explain to them what's what because you don't want that child to feel like they're resenting the child with a disability because they feel like maybe they're not going to get the same equal love and attention. And for the most part, they're not going to get equal because, yes, you have to manage more time with the child with a disability, but don't take it away from the rest of your children if that's what you have. And everything will just be the way that it's going to be because you just roll with it. Now, I do understand how it feels to be stressed and you feel like you're alone. If you need to cry it out, cry. It's fine. Just don't do it in front of your children because you don't want them to see how stressed how you are on dealing with situations. You might want to just cry alone, cry in the shower, sit in the parking lot somewhere in your car or whatever you have, and just listen. See, for me, I like smooth jazz, so that kind of mellows me out. So whatever your preference is, that's on you. But find a way to release that anger instead of punching a wall, because sometimes you just feel like that. But there's ways if you want to meditate, pray, whatever you feel that you need to do to help you through, do what you have to do. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be the way it is. You look at that child and you're just going to smile because something they do or something they said or how whatever they've done, something has made you smile. Look at that as the brighter thing in life because everything don't have to be stressful, overwhelming. Just have to learn how to manage all of that and then you can run with it. The next day is going to be the same, so you just have to learn how to just manage that because you don't want it to build to the point where you just lash out. So it's just all about just rolling with it. There's resources out there for, and I'm not sure about everybody who has whatever special need that they have it. But for me, with a Down syndrome child, I do know there are resources out there for other parents that have Down syndrome children. So they're able to have some type of an outreach program for parents that can get together and talk about their issues. And so they can feel like somebody else understands them because they're going through it and they have a child with that specific special needs. I haven't looked into resources like that because like I said, everybody's different. I was able to just go in it and do what I have to do. I had my team, my children help me out. They were able to just step in whatever needed to be done to help things through. And, different special needs, they have a different severity level where, some may have to require more. But at the end of the day, like I said, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay, and things eventually will smooth itself out. Like I said, 18 years I have to deal with hospital visits and appointments and specialists and different things that he had to learn life skills and different things. So he's pretty much going to have a lot of that throughout his the rest of his life. But now it comes easier because you're used to it, or I keep saying you, but me, I'm used to it. So you're going to get to them times where you just like, okay, well, it's just an appointment. Okay, I'll just go ahead and go right on there, take them to where your child needs to go, get it done. But like I said, you're going to be okay. And if there's someone that you need to talk to, find that person that you can talk to. Just don't let it settle because it builds up. One day I'm going to tell my story as far as how I felt in the beginning to compared to now. But right now, this is all about you. I want you to just smile. Every time you feel like you're just down, just smile. Find a comedy show or something that's going to just allow you to laugh. But just don't think that you have to settle in your anger or your stress all day long because that's not going to do you any good and that's not going to do your children or your one child with a disability any good. Just find a way to release what you need to release so you can be able to move on to the next day. But I just want to let you know that everything don't have to be considered dark times. There's some ways that the light just shines on you and it's just everything just feels like it's just coming into place. But if you dwell into that darkness, you're going to stay in the darkness. But find your way. Find your way out into the light. You'll be okay. And if there's someone you need to talk to, just don't let it settle. Go talk to someone. But I did want to let you know today that you're not alone. I have been through for 18 years. So I look back on those days now and I'm like, yes, you did that. And you're going to get there someday too. So hang in there. You're going to be okay. So I hope this goes to someone who needed to hear this today and allow you to just go ahead and just feel good. Just have a feel good day. If you want to leave a message, I'll do my best to return something that you may want to hear, or just something that get you through the day. Not a counselor. I'm just saying I have been there, so I do understand you. So just do what you need to do to get through the day. You're going to be just fine. Smile. I hope you have a great rest of your day and continue to do what you need to do for your child. And just know that I'm thinking about you. And I'll send out a shout out if you send me a message, okay? All right. Have a good one. Thank you.